has arrived in the Mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Had an up-and-down rookie season, but at times definitely showed exactly why he was so highly regarded coming out of college. Threw for 20 touchdowns as a rookie, but expects to take a massive leap with his new head coach, Ben Johnson, calling plays and designing the offense.
Throwing right away is Williams. He's got the connection to Moore. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Williams. And that's going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Yards to go.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. In motion, the tight end. To the air, Williams. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And when I watch him play, all I think about is the word improvement. Every season in the league, he finds a way to get better and has become just as dynamic with his arm as he has with his legs. 41 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions in 2024. His big goal now, getting his team to a Super Bowl. Plenty of success during the regular season. Now they want to win at playoff time.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jackson. Good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Looking to throw is Williams. And pass complete to Moore. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Williams. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Bears.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll run here with a rookie. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down and 4. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To throw, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
First and goal.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll go play action here with Williams. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears! Durham Smythe, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens nothing.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play. Yeah.
That too.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play.
It'll be second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Here's Jackson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And that's incomplete.
Jackson's pass, intended for number 42, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. Now Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
For another Baltimore Raven.
He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Jackson now. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
To Ron Odunze. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working out of the gun, Williams. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. To throw, it's Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start with a give to Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Brent Urban there to get him down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Williams. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, Chicago.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Flushed out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Caleb Williams taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears have taken the lead. He hit him earlier in this 1st quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
Ravens 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And the Ravens taking the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Takes it to about the 37. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
37-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Derrick Henry.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action, now Williams. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's got it.
And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Henry. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
On his loop for the extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chicago offense set to get started. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Chicago.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
From the gun, here's Williams.
Throw left side complete. That's more.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
2nd and 10. Here's a toss play right to Swift.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Williams. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal.
It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder.
Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked. Got to say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's good.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely.
Jackson's pass complete to Isaiah Likely. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
For the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
Looked like an issue there on the snap, but everything has to be right from this distance. But that one, no good.
But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Back to throw now on first down.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
First carry now for Justice Hill.
And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jackson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal.
They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Looking to put a drive together.
Looking to throw is Williams.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Williams. And he'll get this complete downfield to Komet. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll go play action here with Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Colston Loveland from 8 yards out. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now it's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. Trucks over him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They set up the screen to Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now Jackson to the right side into the hands of Flowers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 21-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 38. And this one is right through. And that'll bring him back within a point.
So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Williams, a final shot before break. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. So a tight one so far, 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen in our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Up the middle, it's Hill. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6. Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Oh, they had a good chance to get off the field defensively there. If they could just wrap up, it's going to be a 4th down. But instead, they can't get him on the deck, and he allows them to pick up the first down.
Play action. Now Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They give it to Hill running right. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Slot man moves right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Tavius Robinson there on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, they'll run it here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
23 yards. First down, Bears.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss. Well, you told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases, because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah, took him down in the backfield with those instincts.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. To the air, Williams. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw, and I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
From the gun, it's Jackson. On target over the middle to Hill. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Stopped on the play by Kyler Gordon. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw is Jackson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Looking to put a drive together.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And the Bears first down.
Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Williams. Over the middle, he's going to find Burden.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Williams going to sneak it. And he will have the Bears first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
To throw, Williams. Oh, Adunze wide open. It's complete.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Down Bears.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Now a toss for Swift left side.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Throwing is Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards, and it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
On play action, here's Williams.
And his throw is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A 3rd quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Williams. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
Inside the 5 to the 4. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
At the 4-yard line.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Swift. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Santos now to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Underneath here to Hill. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Now he'll escape to his right. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw to a target and get that pass away.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on for the 5th time here today.
This is taken around the 12. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Williams. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
First down, Chicago.
From the gun, here's Swift. Gets past one man. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
And the Bears first
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Here's Williams.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 12.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Williams. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
4 yards on the
Montez Sweat with a tackle.
2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Jervon Dexter
Able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Here's Jackson.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet, but you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all of those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one.
The Bears offense and running back DeAndre Swift headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Williams now. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man down the field. That's a Dunze. That goes for a gain of 31. John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 96 yards on the ground here for Swift. He's got a first down as well.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Swift. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. John Jenkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, in my time in football, I've yet to see a playbook that draws up offensive plays designed to lose yardage. A running play loses yardage on 1st down. They try and throw it, take a sack on 2nd down. What can the offensive coordinator come up with here on 3rd down?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
A beautiful fake. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They begin the drive with Hill. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
From the gun, Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll run straight ahead with Hill.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
T.J. Edwards on the tackle. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
A big play here. 3rd and 2. Now Jackson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
A gain of 10 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here comes 2nd down. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews.
There's a good pitch to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out Central Casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That is caught.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as a stopper with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now first and goal. The quick feet by Jackson. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there.
Partner, how he managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Here's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.